Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new franchise mode. We made some major changes. First episode, we traded for JT Realmuto, which showed that I traded Brett Beatty, Wilson Ramos, and Cheverine. I cannot pronounce that name. Newton. But we also made some other changes. So we just traded for starting pitcher Luis Castillo from the Reds in exchange for Dominic Smith, Damian Rolls, and Jacob Zanin. We wanted to have some kind of some more starting pitching. I really like Justice Sheffield. I want to see if he can progress to the rotation maybe later on in the season, or maybe even start him off in the bullpen. I acquired him from the Mariners in exchange for Steven Matz, Tomas Nido, and Matt Adams. And one of the biggest acquisitions, we acquired Josh Hader in exchange for three prospects. So we improved the bullpen drastically. We added another starting pitcher. Like I said, Justice Sheffield could be one of our long relievers. He can be like a Chad Green situation for the Brooklyn Knights. But we also have our set closer. I am possibly gonna try looking into trading. I forgot his name. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Look at the roster. Edwin Diaz. There you go. I'm possibly gonna look into trading Edwin Diaz. Let's look at the computer transactions. Look at our team. And just at the trades. And we traded Jed Lowry to the Yankees for honestly what I thought was a freaking steal. We got Albert Abreu. We got Zach Britton and Estevan Florial. Estevan Florial is an amazing up-and-comer. He has such good potential in the outfield just to add to our pretty decent outfield already. We added another arm with Zach Britton to the bullpen. We also added Albert Abreu, who can also be a force in our rotation, or we can have him in the bullpen as well alongside Justice Sheffield. And last but not least, we traded away Robinson Cano just to get rid of his contract in exchange for another relief pitcher, a backup catcher if needed, and Will Myers. Will Myers can play right field, but he can also play first base. So I know I gave up two first basemen in Matt Adams and Dominic Smith, but we have a veteran presence who might succeed here in Brooklyn. We are currently 2-0 against the Nationals, and we're going to be facing the Nationals in a Game 3. But this time we're going to be
Sunday
doing,
morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Knights bested the visiting Nats 6-5. The Marlins launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 10-4. The Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 9-2. Paul Goldschmidt picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 4-1. The Chicago Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-5. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 8-3. The Padres got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-2.
Play the next game via player lock as Luis Castillo. Can I do starting pitcher? I can do the starting pitcher. So today, this is going to be our roster. Esteban Florial is actually in our starting rotation. Starting lineup today. We have Ahmed Rosario. We have Esteban Florial, Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, J.D. Davis, J.T. Realmuto down in 6th. I should probably bring him up. It's a pretty low spot for JT Realmuto. Yoenis Cespedes, Brennan Nimmo, and of course, today's starter, Luis Castillo. Let's get it started.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Washington Nationals and the Knights. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
So if anybody knows how to edit the uniforms afterwards, because I was kind of considering changing.
Luis Castillo gets the ball in Game 3 of the series.
To
Dan
like an
Plesac,
all-black
what's the word
jersey
on him?
for the home games.
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going
I
to
really
blow
like
you away.
the way
Career
these jerseys
ERA
look right
just
now, but
under 4.
I kind of
But one thing he
was
does, he
looking
takes the
into
ball
possibly
every 5
upgrading
days,
it and changing
throws
it,
strikes,
but I
and
couldn't
gives his
find it in
team
the
a
settings,
chance
so
to
if
win
anybody
every single
knows
time he goes
how
out
to
there.
change it,
He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
The speedy
let
Trey
me
Turner
know.
digs in now.
We have Trey
And
Turner
we are ready
starting
for some
today's
daytime
game.
baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Afternoon baseball, first pitch.
Underway now
And
in
we're
the Sunday
underway with a
finale as the first
strike
pitch today is
to
taken
start
for strike
the
1.
game.
Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's
Right
always
through.
a nice way
So
to
the first
finish off a
person,
weekend. You win a big
gets
game
aboard.
on Saturday and to close
We
it off
have
with
the
a win
threat
here
of the
and a
steal, so
sweep
we
on
have to
Sunday
make
would
sure
really be
that
sweet for
we
this ball
can
club.
possibly get them
Nice
out
execution
and out
right there.
early
Ball was
because we
down
don't want
below
him to
the knee.
steal. There you
He
go.
stayed
And
through
he
it and
stole
was
the
able
ball.
to drive it
He
for a
stole
base
the
hit.
Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better
not allow
by
him
swiping second to put
to
himself
advance
into
any
scoring
further
position.
from
He's
third.
trying to
You
make
get a
an impact
line.
from the get-go in this one.
And that's out
Ground
number
ball
1.
second base. Let's take a look at the
Moment
starting
now to
lineup.
take a look at the visiting
the
Washington Nationals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well,
Brooklyn
Matt, the
pitching
key
has
for me
been
to success for
phenomenal.
this lineup is they
Person
got
with
to
the
be
best
willing
batting
to
average is Adam
come through
Eaton
in big
at
spots.
286.
They got to stick to the
which
game
is
plan.
relatively
Somebody's
decent,
going to
but
have to get a knock
as
with
a
2
whole,
outs
they're not
and
doing
find
good
a way
because they're
to
not
not
getting
leave
base
runners
hits.
stranded.
And as I
Drills
say
right
that,
back
I
up the
gave
middle.
up
The
another
runner from
hit,
third
and
crosses
just
the
like
plate,
that,
and
we are
they've taken a
down
1-0 lead.
1-0.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Dero. Runner
Okay.
on third,
What
less
a
than 2 outs.
terrible
All you
start
want to do is put the
to
ball in play.
my
He did just that.
game.
Hits a grounder
Hopefully
right up the middle that drives in a run.
we
Yeah, it
can,
took it right back at where it came
get
from.
some
All you're trying to do is
insurance
avoid
runs
the corners, hit something
early
hard
on
up the middle,
because
whether it be on the ground or in the
you
air.
really
You're going to
don't
drive
want
the run in.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there,
this
and it's
to
1 and
be a
2.
thing. Luis Castillo
Kendrick,
is
the runner
our
at first with 1 gone in the inning. To 2 balls and 2
What?
strikes now. Now time to list the
Bro,
umpires in
that's
this one.
clearly a
Behind the plate
strike.
is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might
Luis
be one of the
Castillo
more
is
solid
our
everyday
most
umpires
recent
in the league right now.
acquisition.
Yeah, I think he's one of the
Acquisition.
best in the business, Dan.
We
High
just-
praise all around. You go into both
Trying
meetings
to
with
get
the
a good
managers, and what do? They rave
outing
about
out of
Jerry
him.
Hillsdale.
Did give up
And here's a
2
cold
hits
strike to the
for
36-year-old veteran.
and,
It's 0-1.
run so
A ball
early
and a
on.
strike to
But he
count
did
to
strike
Suzuki.
out the previous batter. I kind of already forgot who it
Ready
was.
with the
'cause I
1-1 pitch.
was blown away by the Juan Soto, I believe. Because it was an inside pitch and it was a called ball, which doesn't make
Swung
any
on
sense.
and missed,
But
and
we
that's the
go
final
and
out
we
of the
take
inning.
The second
2
strike
hits in the
of
inning lead to a
the
run for the
inning.
Nationals.
We give up
We'll
2
move on to
hits,
the bottom half of inning number 1.
but
The
we do get out of that relatively unscathed. Let's. So much for help.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, hitless in 4
Literally
tries in the
went
ball game
0 for
yesterday.
3 in the first
and
3
it's fouled away.
batters of the game, so hopefully
Ready with the
we
0-1
can
pitch.
maybe
Pops this one up after it is Cespedes, but
get out of
this
this
will land
inning without
untouched.
giving up a run because
Another one sent foul.
we were getting no help on
The next
the
0-2.
offensive portion of our game.
Is
That's
a swing and a miss.
swing and
That's
a
strike
miss.
3.
Well, not us.
Pretty
but
textbook pitching right there.
we get a
Jump ahead
third
in the count
strikeout of
0-2,
the game.
and then
He
start
is so
working
swing and a
outside the
miss.
zone.
That's
Easier
Asdrubal
said than
Cabrera.
done, but that's the way you do it.
Let's continue on here,
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
and hopefully we can get
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball
striking
1.
out the side.
Counts 1-0.
That's possibly a route that can come
Liner toward
across,
right center.
but
But this
never
will
mind
not
as
get out there deep enough as it's
gets
run down by
an
the right
out
fielder
via
in the
the
alley for
fly
the
out.
second out.
All right.
Victor
two outs.
Robles digging
Victor
in
Robles
now.
is
He'll
at
work
the
on
plate.
keeping this top of the second alive.
Let's see. You
Line
don't want
to
to.
the right side.
We didn't want to
A leap,
face
but he can't bring
the
it
pitcher
down.
this
Base
inning. It would have
hit.
been better for us personally to lead
I
off
can't tell you
against
guys
them.
how fired
But
up
let's see if
Bobby
we can
Cox
strike
used
out
to get
two
when the
batters
eight-hole hitter
in
would get a
two
knock. And I
separate
would know
innings.
that, boys, because I batted an awful
Looks
lot
at
in
a
that eight-hole
strike.
in my early days.
Patrick Corbin is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
So this is
That's a great call
absolutely
right there.
fantastic
Fastball away with a guy who's
matchup.
got some jets on
It's a
first base.
fantastic
Almost like a
series.
hybrid
We
pitch
have
out. Great
two
for
of
a
the best
catcher
in
if
the
that
National
guy's
League, I
running.
think.
Easy transfer throw to second base.
Lifted down the line in
Pitching
left.
rotation of the
And
Mets
they can't run it down.
is honestly one of the
2-2.
best.
Swung on and missed. He got him on
But
strikes.
I think
One
I would
left
like
for
advantage. We'll have to go to the
Washington.
Nationals.
Played an inning and a
But
half.
we did
It's
get the
1-0.
win in the first two games, and now we're trying to win the following. Well, let's finish off with a sweep. Wow. So, back to back to back. Right? Back to back. Yeah, back to back to back triples. So 3 triples in a row. 3 singles in a row. Then back to back walks. Then Yoenis Cespedes with, which I believe is the first home run of the season. The first home run of the Brooklyn Knights. We are getting another opportunity here
Sliding into the
in
box,
the bat.
Luis
We
Castillo.
got
He flew out on
our
his last at bat.
we got our run support.
Here's the first pitch to him.
The only thing
Good
that we
slider
have left
there.
to
Gets
do
a swing and miss.
is to essentially just hold this lead, or a massive lead, as
There's a
we're
chopper
swinging
foul over to the
wildly
right
at the
side.
first 3
0-2
pitches
now.
that he's thrown at us. The first one we lined out to
The
right
0-2
field, and
home.
the second 2 we struck out the first one.
Not surprised he's
Swung and
laid
missed
on a
in the
heater
first one,
right
but I
there.
am
Just saw an
swinging
off-speed
at
pitch.
essentially
Wanted to
everything
stay
right
back
now,
a little
but
bit too long.
as a pitcher,
Off the plate at
there's not really much I
94,
can do.
1-2.
but look at that. He is showing some plate discipline here.
And the
Some
slider's
more
in the
plate
dirt as
discipline.
he
I
lays
almost
off
swung
it
at
for
that
a
slider,
ball.
but now look at that.
Got to
2-2
take
count.
your
He's
hat off
working
to the
he's
pitcher
working the
right
count.
here. He's throwing a
It's
little
5
pesky
pitches
at
in.
bat at him
So
right
the
here.
pitcher's
Could've
like,
easily just took
what do I
3
have to do to
pitches
get
and
him
walked
out?
back
Look
to
at
the
that.
dugout.
6 pitches in.
Fastball
Now the
didn't miss by much,
count
and
is
it's a
full.
full count now,
have an
3-2.
opportunity to get on base. There are 2 outs in the inning. He wants to go and attack me as I
Sent on
actually
the
get a
ground
base
out
hit.
to
Let's
second.
go.
And
Luis
the pitcher's
Castillo,
got himself
who
a
is
base hit.
pitching one hell of a game, has allowed about 3 hits.
Wow,
but
he's getting a visit from the
has
pitching
struck
coach,
out
but I think
at
it's a
least
little too late
six-
for him
I
to
believe
turn
about
things
6
around.
batters of
He's
himself.
given up 6 runs, so I'm not sure
But
how
he
much
just
the
gave up
talking
base
is going to
hits
help.
to the
He just
pitcher,
doesn't have it today.
And I don't think that the Nationals coach is necessarily happy with what is going on with them
Their
at
final
all.
strike here this afternoon.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run.
And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Mistakes
And if you're
were
looking
made.
for when this game was decided, that's pretty
The
easy.
ball was
It
dropped.
was the big 4th inning. That was the big
And
turning point,
essentially,
and
we
they
just
made it
got
stand
a,
up the rest of the way.
7-1 the final today.
Throw him out
the
to end the
Knights
game.
took the lead
Yeah,
in the
the guy
4th
ran
and
to
held
second
on
base.
until the end.
Luis Castillo did
gets
come
the
away
win on
with
the
the
mound, his first of the
victory.
year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way.
Did give up
Patrick
1 too
Corbin
many hits, so
permitted
that's one thing
6
that I want
earned runs to come
hopefully
across
him
in the
to
losing
work
effort.
on
So that
is
just
the number
about
of
does
hits
it
that
for
he
Mark
does
DeRosa,
give
Dan
up.
Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire
He
crew.
gave up
I'm Matt
9
Baskers,
total
and you've
hits
been watching
in the
MLB
game.
The Show. For
7
more,
of them were
make your way
from
over to
Luis Castillo.
theshownation.com.
Let's see if we can look at his. All right, so 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 1 walk. So he did start off the game not so good, a little bit shaky in his first appearance with the Brooklyn Knights, but he just finished off strong. He did give up a lot of hits, but thankfully the Brooklyn Knights were able to back him up with some run support and helping him not give any runs. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the thumbs up button if you guys are enjoying this series. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!